Hello, Payne is an award-winning Cisco partner with strong expertise across multiple domains. Payne leverages its FitPass platform to provide users and partners dozens of hands-on labs without the need for a real kit on-prem. Let's begin by giving you a quick overview of what you will learn about using variables and data types in Python. So in the basics of Python, what we're really going to look at is how we use variables and the different data types that you can see here. It would be strings, numbers, Boolean, lists, and functions within lists being pop, append, insert, and the final one would be dictionaries. So let's go ahead and use the first option out of the two options for executing a Python script. So the first option being dynamic interpreter. So this is our interpreter. The way to enter the interpreter is simply type Python, and you also see here the Python version that you're using. If you want to exit it, is as simple as that. Let's enter into Python. So the next thing is we're going to look at lists. In Python, list data type is containing a sequence of. Let's look at lists. In Python, list data type is containing a sequence of elements separated by commas within square brackets. So let's look at an example of a variable devices and define the elements to be stored in it, separated by commas. Right? So I go ahead and create a variable devices, which is equal to square brackets, create a list of devices separated by commas. So next is another thing that I want to put in is that list. Another thing, say, let's not, and close the bracket. Let's see if we get the output. So you see that we have ASA, next is catalyst, and ASR as our output. Every element has an index value starting from 0, where in ASA would be with the index value of 0, nexus 1, catalyst 2, and ASR as 3. If you want to go ahead and print out a specific element, you simply go ahead and say print devices square bracket, say 1 rows, then it's nexus. So you see, and the best part is that these elements are mutable, which means you can change the elements using index values. So we can perform multiple operations, that is pop, append, and insert. So let's go ahead and see what the append function does. So devices dot append CI close the braces. I go ahead and say print. See, ACI has been added. So let's go ahead and append and add say SD-WAN and say print devices. You see SD-WAN has been added as well. So now if I want to go ahead and insert an element in a specific location, like ASA is in 0, Nexus 1, Catalyst 2, ASR is 3, ACI is 4, SD-WAN is 5. For instance, I have the ASA virtual device, ASAV, and I want to insert it into the second location. So let's go ahead and see how we do that. So I go ahead to use the insert function, device.insert. Device.insert. And I should see zero, 1, 2. So ASA 0 and Nexus 1, ASAV is in our location 2. So the another function is the pop function, which will remove the last element from the index list. So if I go ahead and do devices dot pop, it's removed SD-WAN. So see, SD-WAN is not a part of the list anymore. So if you want to go ahead and pop a specific element, we need to just go ahead and say devices dot pop with the index value of that. So I wish to pop ASAV. So the position is index value is 2. I'll just go ahead and do that. I say print. You see, ASAV has been removed. So the next thing we're going to explore is dictionaries. They can be referred to as unordered list of items. In dictionaries, there is no order to the elements stored in variable. The dictionaries use key, which is mapped to every element and called as a key value pair. So let's look at an example. So device is equal to. Another thing we need to keep in mind is you create a dictionary with the help of curly brackets. So you would see me using curly brackets here. Device first name cool. Now if you go ahead and print, see the output is so, wherein the left side of the colon is your key and the right side is the value, wherein the host name is the key and core R1 is the value. So if you want to print a specific element within dictionary, we will use the key. So say print device square brackets colon host name close square bracket and little bracket. Let's see the host name as core R1. So we use some functions to perform day-to-day operations. Update is used to alter the dictionary. So now if I want to go ahead and add some more information, so all that I do is device dot update so iOS seven dot zero dot 5 braces, right? So we just need to see if that has been added. So you see that the iOS has been added. Pop here need to provide the key value, unlike in lists. So now if I want to go ahead and pop a certain key, let's say device dot pop iOS. Right, so let's print and check the output. So you see that. So what we've covered is the various data types. And now that we've covered the basics of Python, stay tuned for more videos to follow. If you are interested in how BitPass can help you and your team learn about Python or one of the many SD-WAN labs within BitPass, please reach out to your Bay Infotech representative. Thank you.